This is Chief Operations Officer Diana Reyes, retired, formerly of the TFS Constellation. I served on that ship for 11 years. I was aboard when she died. I was still aboard 9 days later when she was still killing the enemy. This is Case File 511. This is the story of the ship that wouldn't die. The Constellation was the pride of the Terran fleet. 2 kilometers long, 2,000 crew. Weapons arrays that could devastate cities. She was humanity's fist, sent wherever we needed overwhelming force. On March 3, 2358, she was sent to Kethris Prime to break an enemy blockade. The Velthari Combine had surrounded the colony world with 300 warships. The colonists were starving. We were supposed to have support: 3 cruiser squadrons, a carrier group, support vessels, a full battle fleet. We arrived alone. A navigation error scattered our fleet across 3 star systems. The Constellation dropped into Kethris space, expecting reinforcements that were days away. 300 enemy ships surrounded us. Captain Okonkwo did not hesitate. We could not retreat. The colonists would die. We could not wait. The enemy would destroy us before help arrived. We attacked. The first 6 hours were glorious. The Constellation tore through enemy formations like a blade through silk. Our weapons destroyed ship after ship. Our armor absorbed everything they threw at us. Then the Velthari brought up their siege platforms, weapons designed to crack planetary shields. They were never meant for ship-to-ship combat, but against a dreadnought at close range, they were devastating. The first shot penetrated our main reactor shielding. The second destroyed our primary power distribution. The third opened a breach that killed 300 crew members in seconds. By hour 8, the Constellation was dead. Engines offline. Reactor in emergency shutdown. Life support failing across 60% of the ship. Weapons without power. Shields collapsed. The Velthari commander broadcast our destruction to his fleet. The human dreadnought is eliminated. Continue blockade operations. He was premature. Captain Okonkwo gathered the surviving senior officers in the auxiliary bridge. Main bridge was destroyed. Half our systems were offline. We had perhaps 4 hours of emergency power. Options, he said. I told him we had none. The ship was dying. Surrender or evacuation were our only choices. He rejected both. The colonists are still starving. The relief fleet is still coming. We need to hold this position for 9 days. So we will hold this position for 9 days. I thought he was insane. I was wrong. We began the work of resurrection. Engineering crews rerouted power through systems never designed to carry combat loads. Conduits meant for lighting now fed weapon batteries. Life support was sacrificed in abandoned sections to power shields in critical areas. We found that 3 of our secondary reactors still functioned. Damaged, operating at 30% capacity, but functional. We networked them together into a Frankenstein power grid that should have exploded, but somehow held. By hour 12, the Constellation fired again. A single railgun battery. Manual targeting because the computers were dead. Crew members loading shells by hand because the autoloaders had no power. The shot destroyed a Velthari destroyer. The enemy commander stared in disbelief. The ship he had declared destroyed was shooting at him. He ordered an attack to finish us. Day 2. The Velthari sent 40 ships to destroy the Constellation. We had 3 functioning weapon systems and minimal shields. We killed 7 of them. Our crew fired through hull breaches, aiming by eye. Damage control teams sealed compartments by welding themselves inside. Gunners operated in vacuum suits because atmosphere was too precious to waste on non-essential areas. The Velthari pulled back. They could not understand how we were still fighting. Their sensors showed a dead ship. Their intelligence said we had no power. But we kept shooting. Day 3, Day 4, Day 5. Every day, the Velthari attacked. Every day, we destroyed ships. Every day, they declared us finished. And every day, we proved them wrong. We lost crew members constantly. Exposure, equipment failure, enemy fire. By Day 5, we had 800 dead. We had also destroyed 31 enemy vessels. Captain Okonkwo died on Day 6. A hull breach in his compartment. He had given his vacuum suit to a junior officer who needed it more. Command fell to Commander Chen. She did not change our strategy. Keep fighting. Relief is coming. Day 7. Our power grid was failing. The networked reactors were breaking down one by one. We had perhaps 48 hours before total system collapse. We increased our rate of fire. If we were going to die, we would take as many of them with us as possible. Every remaining weapon operated continuously. Crew members collapsed from exhaustion and were replaced by others who had been resting in damaged compartments. We stopped caring about survival. We cared only about killing. Day 8. The Velthari commander made a final push. 60 ships, coordinated assault from all directions. He was determined to end the legend of the ship that wouldn't die. 23 of his ships did not survive the attempt. We lost our last functioning reactor that night. Emergency batteries only. Hours remaining at most. But we had held for 8 days. Day 9. The relief fleet arrived at dawn. 400 human warships dropped out of hyperspace and immediately engaged the Velthari blockade. The enemy, already battered from 9 days of fighting a dead dreadnought, broke within hours. When rescue ships finally docked with the Constellation, they found something impossible. The ship was a corpse, hull integrity at 12%, no functioning reactors, no life support, temperatures below freezing throughout the vessel, and 1,100 crew members still alive, still at their stations, still ready to fight. We had lost 900 people in 9 days. We had destroyed 63 enemy ships. We had held the line until help arrived, exactly as Captain Okonkwo promised. The Velthari commander was captured during the relief operation. When interrogated, he could not explain what had happened. "We killed that ship on Day 1, he said. "We killed it again on Day 2, Day 3. Every day, we confirmed its destruction. Every day, it kept fighting. That ship died 47 times during the battle, and 47 times it refused to stay dead." He paused, and his translator conveyed something I will never forget. "I have fought many species. None of them do what humans do. You do not know when you are beaten. You do not accept when you have lost. You fight beyond all reason, beyond all possibility, beyond all sanity." That ship was a corpse crewed by ghosts. And the ghosts kept shooting. The Constellation was towed back to Earth. The damage was too extensive for repair. She was converted into a memorial, preserved exactly as she appeared on Day 9. Visitors can walk through her shattered corridors. They can see the frozen compartments where crew members died at their posts. They can touch the hull breaches that we sealed with emergency foam and desperate prayers. She is a monument to human stubbornness. Every year, the survivors gather at the memorial. fewer of us each time. 1,100 walked off that ship. Time has claimed many since. But those of us who remain remember. We remember Captain Okonkwo giving away his suit. We remember Commander Chen ordering us to keep fighting with no power and no hope. We remember the faces of friends who died so the ship could fire one more shot. We remember what we learned in those 9 days. Humans do not accept defeat. When our ships are destroyed, we rebuild them from wreckage. When our weapons fail, we fire them manually. When we have nothing left, we find something. The Veltari thought they killed the constellation on day 1. They did. But killing a human ship means nothing if the crew refuses to acknowledge death. We gave those colonists 9 days. We gave the relief fleet time to arrive. We gave humanity a legend that will never be forgotten. The ship that wouldn't die. 2,000 crew members who looked at a destroyed vessel and said, "Not yet." This is Chief Operations Officer Diana Reyes, signing off. Case File 5. 1-1 is now closed. They destroyed our ship on day 1. We destroyed their fleet over 9 days. Because humans do not die when we are killed. We die when we decide to stop fighting. And the crew of the Constellation never made that decision.